Hey everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I'm going to teach you about a simple CRUD operation based on in-memory data in Angular. So that is in-memory data actually. So the first one is a list of the student with their grades, like ID of the student, name of the student, and the grades. Okay. Now I want to update the grades of the student, like grade A and grade B. Okay, and this is the simple CRUD operations. So edit operation is clear. Now I want to add a new student, like Jacob is my name, and grade is B. Okay, and just I want to add this Jacob here, and I want to delete the Mohan from here. Okay, so that delete is perfectly done, and according to their IDs, it's already arranged it in in a particular manner. So how to do in Angular with the in-memory data, or you can say that temporary data in Angular. So let's get started. So before going to further in a video, I want to share my membership program, and that membership program is I will provide you a complete video tutorial on .NET Core from beginning to advanced video tutorial. Not only a simple video tutorial, it's a advanced video tutorial that include clean architecture, that include domain-driven design, that include lots of design patterns. Okay, so it's a project-based courses. So each technology have two minimum projects. Okay, so just only 800 rupees once. Okay, just pay 800 rupees and get .NET Core tutorial, Dapper tutorial, video tutorial, and complete source code. I will give you complete source code and complete video tutorial on .NET Core, Dapper, REST API, Angular, Entity Framework Core, MS Test Unit, .NET Blazor, unit testing, HTML, jQuery, CSS, SQL Server, and React. Just pay only 800 rupees once. How to pay? Just fill this form, your name, your email ID, your contact number, transaction reference ID, order ID, or PayPal ID. And the course fees is 800 rupees. If you are belong from India, just pay using UPI ID. And if you are belong from other country, you can use this QR code for the PayPal. This is my PayPal ID. You can just use PayPal ID and a QR code. Okay. And the form link is available in your video description box, so check it now and get unlimited membership course code, where you just get Angular, React, and .NET Dapper, ADO.NET based courses, C#, DSA, and all. Okay, so get started. So first of all, add in your Angular project, that is a students directory. Under the student directory, we have two components, that is student add and student list. Okay, so I want to show you the first one is the student list, where we have a student data, and also we have a student service, and student service have a common service for student add and the list. Okay, so I want to show you the first student service, where we have a data, that is the default data. You can see that here we have a private student of type any, of array type, and that is ID is 1, name is like that, and 2, and name is this one. Okay, now I want to show if you want to get all the students, just student list actually use this method, return this dot students. So this dot students, I mean to say that return array of the students. Okay, now I want to show a list of the student first. So student dot list. So student dot list contain a class, that is container, router link, that is add student, that is the routing concept, add a new student. And here we have a table, that is container empty3 table, table header, that is name, grade, and actions. And here we have a tr, that is the table body with under the tr, and use ng4, let student of students. And what is the student is here, that is the service. Okay, and let I equals to index. Now the first one is scope is equals to row. It will show I plus 1, I mean to say that index plus 1, 0, start from the 0, so it's a 1. student dot name and student dot grade. And what is the students is here. Also we have two button, that is edit and delete. So here we have a edit and delete, but both button have a event handling, that is click event handling, and that call edit to student and delete to student with their student.id property. Okay, now just I want to show you the TS file, that is TypeScript file. And in the TypeScript file, here we have a constructor, and constructor contain a student service, a type of service, and also it's a router to navigate to the next URL. Okay, so ng on init to get and fetch that student by using the fetch student. And what is the students is here, that is the type of any type of array. Okay, so fetch student is like that, this dot student dot get all students, that is the service. This dot student dot get all students. Okay, and assign this into the array like that, and table is bind this student. Okay, now after the fetch student in ng on init console.write line this dot students. Okay, that's cool. Now I want to call added student. So added student, we have a ID number, that is ID, and I want to call this dot route dot navigate added student with their ID property. So added student is what? That is the routing, and here we have a component. So just call the routing first. So here we have a routing module, and in the routing module added student with their ID property and call added student component. So what is the added student component? And that is the added student component, and here we have a student. Okay, it's there, added student component. So added student component is with their dynamic binding, that is ID. So added student, and in the added student.html we have a form. Okay, so just move from here, added student.cs. So added student, we have a form, and first of all check the student. Okay, and you know that added student have a form with that template form, that is student form, and it is a ng form, I mean to say that template reference form, and call ng submit to submit all the data with their method on submit. And here we have two text boxes, that is label name and text class form ID name and required, and it is a two-way binding by using banana in a box, that is ng model student.name. And what is the student is here, the similar we have a grade. Okay, now I want to, when we click to the submit button, that submit data on submit in your added.ts student, but in ID property in your we use activated route. So in a first of all in your you can see that ng on init we just get it from the route value, this dot route dot params dot subscribe. Okay, this is subscribe the params, if params of ID, that is the dynamic data, params dot id value just pass to the this dot student id. And what is the this dot student id is a number, null and null. Okay, so just get it in this dot student id. Just after that, if it is completed, now ng on init we just have a data. If this student id is have any value, so call this dot student service dot get student by id, this dot student id. Okay, and here we have a student by service. Now student by service is like just put all the data that is the student. Okay, so student by service is a this dot student, I mean to say that object value. So student is here, that is the object. And what is the get student by id? That is go to definition, and the student by id is the id number based, and find the value, return this dot students dot find x tends to x dot id is double equals to id. Okay, that's cool. Now you can populate all the text boxes based on the student. So this student is working in the added form. Okay, now in the constructor just call it when we click to the submit button, the student service will call to the submit the data and changes in the data. So here we have a activated route, to get the dynamic ID value by using the activated route. So that is the route dot this dot route dot params dot subscribe params of ID, like that. Okay, and I want to call just after that, if this student ID is not equals to null, then you can call student service dot update student with the student ID and the student data. Okay, else this dot student service dot add a student, I mean to say that if the student ID is not null, I mean to say that the student ID, if student ID is null, this dot student will be add as a new student. Okay, so this is the edit of the student. Now I want to call delete student, so you can just call the service, that is student service. So just go to definition, and if you want to delete the student based on the ID number, so you can use splice of the student. First of all, find index of the student. Now after index is not equals to -1, the students that is spliced from the index and one item I hit. Okay, so that is the update student. If you call update student with their ID number, ID is a number and the student data is what? That is student string, and grade is in the form of string. That is student data passed from the form, that is from here. You can just call student ID and this dot student. Okay, that is the object data. So object data passed from name and the grade. Okay, so this dot student data for each, I mean to say that here we have a students dot for each to update the data, and that is the student. So it will display the student ID and student name in the console. So after that we will find the index from the student. So student dot find index, student of ID dot ID, and console dot log. Index is not equals to -1, I mean to say that find the index at the in an array, that is the student is there. So add the index, so student of index, you can just put it the index, this dot student students of index, comma, by using the spread operator, that is the student data. Okay, so after that you can check it. Now add student, what is the add student? Like that you can just use this method to add a new student. Okay, so by using this code, you can just use CRUD operation at in-memory data in Angular. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and keep watching all other videos which is related to Angular. And if you want to get membership, you will get unlimited videos on Angular and a project based video tutorial on Angular. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video, and keep watching.